Hello and good morning. This is vlog entry 76, and currently it is 8:30 a.m. CST. Spent a lot of time not doing much, and that's fine. You know, I've been in my head as usual when I'm alone. It's typically my modus operandi is doing that. But yeah, I mean, like I was scrolling YouTube and listening to random videos because why not? I don't really have anything else to do as of now. And later this evening, I'm going to this show, or like there's like some live music playing before the movie. So this I forgot what the movie was called. I think it was like Claudin something. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, so I'm going to do that today. So that'll be fun, I guess. And we'll see how it goes. I used to be closed off towards closed off towards experiences in the open world, the external world that I see. I used to think that there wasn't much to see because everything seemed so bland, and I've been trying to change that mindset of mine to look at the small things in life and enjoy it for what it is, right? So it's been working out, I've been feeling happier because I always sought solace in my own mind because I could entertain myself for an eternity with my head that I have. So it feels like I've always been creative, so I tend to, yeah. There's just a lot of things that come into my head that I don't even know where they come from, but they come in, and yeah. So it's kind of interesting to see it come in and out and whatnot. As of now, I'm just feeling pretty flat, so I mean, not, be able to tap into that creative side of me as much, but it's fine. The way in which I usually tap into my creativity is by getting myself into an upbeat mood. When you're actually happy and not neutral. I'm pretty much neutral as of now. So, so that means like listening to music or Mac Miller or something. I love Mac Miller. I was listening to him like yesterday actually, a little bit. After the video that I had yesterday, I started listening to Mac Miller and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot how fun he is. I used to listen to a lot of rap when I was in middle and high school as well. It always kept me in a good mood. So yeah, I don't know why I quit listening to rap, man. Rap was cool, I think part of me was like, because when I left high school, it was like, I can't be that person now because I have to take the world more seriously. And then I realized that maybe I don't have to take the world as seriously as I thought I did back then. So, yeah, I mean, like I'm kind of going back to my inherent state of being, which is, yeah, it is, and I did fine in the world. I didn't fail out of school. I mean, like I had mediocre grades because I didn't do any of my homework, and I did basically the bare minimum because again, like I said, I didn't really see a lot of people. My dad criticized me for it, and my brother was the trophy child because I think he got like straight A's until senior year or something, and then he started falling off the rails essentially, and good for him. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't bad at school. I knew if I tried, I'd be good. And I tried a little bit when I went to college, but then I just got bored. Honestly, it's like, unfortunately, that tends to happen pretty quickly. I can never finish things, and I've been trying to work on that. I don't think I don't even know a single thing that I've ever finished. Like I start a lot of projects, and then because I remember when I was in college, I was introduced to computer programming. Well, because the school that I went to for middle and high school was pretty janky. It was in the middle of nowhere, and I don't think they even knew what computer programming was. Actually, you know what? There was one. It was like a seminar or something. So I knew of it, sort of, and I think they used Scratch as an introduction to it because that's how they introduced computer programming, though my head clicked with it instantaneously. So that wasn't like challenging at all. I just zipped right past it. But yeah, I mean, like I just remember me actually enjoying computer programming for a little bit in college, and then I started making very simple games with Pygame using Python, and I just never finished anything. But then I was a little bit too ambitious, right? I tend to have big pictures in my mind, and I need to take it down a few notches so I can progressively go through it. And I think that's been part of my learning process, just moving here, because I couldn't quantum leap from where I am now to where I want to be, and I told myself I'd take smaller steps for me to get there. So this is a good lesson, and I feel like these lessons will help me out in my future. So I'm taking it much slower in comparison to what I thought I could do when I was younger, which is nice. I tried making a tile-based RPG game using Pygame, and it was good. I developed a lot of good systems for it, and it was just when I was building the game, I made a character that looked like Link and I made it it was pixelated art. I made the art myself, and I created this layering system so it would look 3D. It's a top down, not fully top down. So it would be, the camera is like not 90 degrees or completely above it, but kind of to the side. So like maybe something like 60 degrees. And if you think about the rotation of the axis on the YZ domain, and you think of 90 degrees as zenith and 60 degrees, so it's like a 60-degree rotation. So then I had to create a layering system, which probably wasn't efficient. At least my brain thought of it as efficient. It seemed fine to me. It worked out, and I had some FPS issues for a while, and then I figured that out eventually. I forgot what I did, but I figured out how to make it more efficient, so the rendering process was a little bit faster. And that was fun. I may go back into making video games because it was exciting for a while. It's just I didn't have the patience for it. It's not something that you can. It takes time, right? So, I got accustomed to programming in C after a while because I thought programming was cool. I learned a little bit of C++ in a couple of weeks because I already knew, data structures and whatnot, sort of. So I learned linked lists. I learned all the arrays, 2D, 3D arrays, just standard computer science 101 stuff. That was cool, and I just, it's once you learn one language, it's easy to hop to the next, right? And I learned C and C++ because I like lower level stuff. I don't like, scripting languages have their place in the world, but I like low level programming. And I use scripting sometimes for my because I use Linux a lot. So just if I'm doing something frequently, and I know I'm going to be doing that frequently in the future, then I create a scripting. I like Python scripting. It's easier than Bash. I don't like Bash notation, so I like using Python, and it works out. It's easy. It's just you just put the shebang exclamation pound, and then you write down the executable path on the top of the script. It's fun. It can be fun sometimes, It's just and I made Tetris. I made Tetris to C, so that was kind of fun, I guess. And I did a lot of programming with C, actually. Not a lot. It was mainly that. I was like, oh, I want to be better at programming. So I did that for a little bit, and I don't know. I just didn't know what to do with it. Right? Like there has to be something more than just being interested in it. And I once my interest dissipates, you realize that okay, this is good enough, right? Obviously, right? I'm naturally inclined to do things based off my own curiosity, and that's it. I never had a bigger picture, right? I'm also trying to work on that. It's like I can't just, that's a hobby, right? You do things because you want to do them, and not because you have a bigger picture of mind to see it come into complete fruition. So that was a lesson I had to learn. Is that okay? Well. Actually, I'm not sure if that is a lesson, I'm not sure yet. People always tell you that you have to be disciplined, you have to complete things, and, well, at least, maybe that's not the life that I want. And sure, I'll never be a professional because of the fact that I hop between things so much, but whatever, I don't really care, to be honest. My ego used to drive me in one direction, and then, I realized it's like, maybe I don't have to do that. I can have a simple life, and I can enjoy the things that I want by having that simple life. And maybe I'll get into investing so I can support my interests more and live a fulfilling and normal life, Maybe that's all I want. Maybe I'll make games again. I don't know. But I'm not going to do that based off of pressure because, these are things that I actually like. I don't want to make it into a career. If I like it because I know if I have it as a career, then I'm going to be obligated to have these deadlines, and I have to do all the logistics and actually marketing. I don't like marketing. I fucking hate marketing. This is why I never see myself starting a business and whatnot. But who knows? I don't know. Maybe that'll change in the future. I've been saying this kind of stuff because the person I was back then didn't think I would be this person now, and here I am, right? So, who knows at this point? It's just not as of now. I can't do it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going into that headspace about programming. It's fun stuff. Fun stuff. I don't know. Today's another lazy day. Maybe I'll walk in a bit. It's starting to warm up now. Finally, it's the beginning of April, and it's been what? It's been about 2 weeks of spring, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for the spring and the summer. Warm weather's nice, I guess. I'm really getting tired of these clouds. It's going to clear up later this afternoon, so that's nice, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just kind of bored right now. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yep. Let me see if I have any notes I've been writing down. I don't know. I tend to just sometimes I use my notebook. I have a lot of personal things in here that I don't really feel like sharing. I don't know. A lot of personal things. A lot more personal things I don't feel like sharing as of now. And, I'm getting more accustomed to embarrassing myself because when I was younger, I would always avoid embarrassment, essentially. Like, I didn't want to go to social situations because I knew I was, again, just socially inept, so I just avoided them. And, I'm getting better now. I feel a lot more confident when it comes to communicating with people, but that is because I had a job in which I had to force myself to communicate with people. Would you look at that? So, that helped me out quite a bit in my younger years. But, yeah, I'm getting better. I was also, like, at the DMV, I was being a little bit, I don't think I was being a diss, I was just, completely there. And then this guy, he was, I don't know, they were all in the rush, and this guy, I was trying to talk to the lady because she seemed nice. This guy came in and he just wanted to get out of the way. He's like, just let me fucking talk to this lady here. She looks like a person I want to talk to. So get the fuck out of my way, please. Bro, it's fine. It's cloudy. It's slow. I came in at 3 o'clock, so everybody's at work still. Relax. You don't have to be in a rush. People are just, they don't think sometimes. They can't project onto the future too much, so they tend to be very reactive. It's just relax. It's gonna be fine, Okay? I don't know why I have to tell that to them. And that actually lit up my amygdala because when people act a certain way, it tends to make me feel like I have to act that way too. And it just made me just ruin the vibes, bro. I should have vibe checked him. Vibe check. That's such a cool... I'm going to start saying that more often. Vibe check. Yeah, I think I'm done. Alright, have a good day, have a good day, bye. Have a good day, guys. Happy Friday. Hope you enjoy yourselves.